you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, I am very excited about this new show, Sherlock Daughter. So tell people a little bit about it.
Well, it's a totally new spin on Sherlock Holmes because in this Sherlock universe, he might have a daughter who is me, and she's not only his daughter, but she's also from America. So there's a lot going on there. So basically, Amelia leaves America and goes to England to solve the mystery of her mother's murder, and that opens up a bigger global conspiracy that her and Sherlock have to solve.
That is what's so very interesting about this storyline, kind of like, because we know there's a lot of different Sherlock Holmes storylines, but bringing a daughter in is very interesting. So let's talk about, I guess the setting is you're going to solve your mother's, death, but also the global conspiracy stuff that comes up. How was, putting that all together?
Well, I mean, it's fun because, as the show progresses, it becomes more and more apparent that there's something much bigger going on. So I think as it was unraveling the show, I kind of, David and I, like, in terms of just like acting and being on set, I think we also, we became closer as we filmed, and we also figured out, like, okay, how are we gonna like unravel this mystery? And it's exciting. There's a lot of twists and turns, and they all coincide with the characters getting to know each other. So it's really good.
Now, I got to ask, did David share any secrets? Because, he is a master actor there. Was there anything he kind of like gave you tips on doing?
I don't think he ever gave me any tips. Because, I'm really good and I don't need any. But, he did tell me a lot of stories that I wanted to hear about, working with great directors. And I was constantly picking his brain. I'm like, what was it like working with so-and-so and so-and-so? And he told me a lot of things that were really fun to hear. And he's just observing him work taught me a lot.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about filming, because this was really neat that you filmed in Ireland.
Yes, yeah, we shot in Ireland. We shot mostly on location. So we were in like a new castle, like a new manor every week, so it was really exciting. I had never been anywhere like that before, which was also perfect because, there's a lot of Amelia walking around being like, wow. And I felt like I was doing that because, it's just such a beautiful place, and there's so much history. But it is very cold and rainy, and that was a little hard. But yeah, I love everything about Ireland.
Yeah. What I love about this show, people are going to see you kind of like grow in different ways, your character grow, but also seeing you as an actress grow too, because, knowing you from The New Mutants all the way to now is just watching you grow into this amazing actress. How's that feel, knowing that you've been able to evolve over all these years?
It feels good. Yeah. I mean, I guess that was the thing about, like, I kind of felt, when I had done New Mutants, I'd never acted really before at all, ever. And I remember just constantly every day being like scared, just like what is happening. And then, being on set with David Thewlis and kind of feeling like, wow, over the years, like I know what I'm doing, I know how to be on set. And it was like, it's a good feeling. And it's fun. I've evolved as an actress, but I keep playing characters who are the same age as I did, 6 years ago. So that's good. So.
Okay. All right. Now, my last question is, and I hope I don't get in trouble with this, but what I love is that lately shows have been putting Easter eggs in their storylines. Is there anything we should be looking for in this one? Not giving too much away, but anything you think that maybe, might want to watch a little bit of this or that?
I think, off the top of my head, the only Easter eggs are probably things I can't tell you. But I think there are some Sherlock surprises for sure.
I like that. Hey, Blue, thanks for joining us this morning. And of course, you can catch the new Sherlock and Daughters right here on the CW7 Arizona.